Hello my lovelies and welcome to my channel Weird is the New Black. My name is Kat and this is going to be a channeled reading on who is coming towards you. Who will your next person be? I'm just going to see what comes through with these readings. So this is particularly one for my singles, or if you are manifesting at the moment, maybe you can see whether you're in alignment with your manifestation. So yeah, take your time and by all means pick more than one pile if you feel you want options. I mean, go right ahead, do what you like, have some fun, and I will see you as ever on the other side. Hello my darlings who chose the Panther. Intense much? Intense. Don't pretend you're all out here going, do you know what, I just want something happy-go-lucky, and then pick the Panther card. You want something intense and passionate, and that is this person. And you know, that comes with positives and negatives. I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass. This person, when you first meet this person, I mean, some of you may have met this person, but most of you won't have done yet. So when you first meet this person, they are going to clock you. And they are going to be intent on your space, on your energy. They're going to notice, and they are going to want to take in details, is the feeling. This person is very observant. They like to observe the situation, and they're quite comfortable in that space. So initially, you might not get much coming at you from this person, but trust me when I say you're going to notice the magnetism, you're going to notice the energy, you're going to notice that this person has a powerful magnetic pull towards you and you towards them. This is a two-way street with this person. Now this person could be conventionally very attractive. There's definitely going to be an energy about this person that you just want to touch this person. You're going to want to get close and touch this person, and this person feels the same. But there is a retraction in this energy. There is this kind of holding back and observing. A, it's because they are comfortable, but B, I feel it's also because they're exiting some kind of shadow space. They're just emerging, right? It's emerging into the light. And I feel that there is some hesitation here. This person is usually pretty confident, is what I want to say. They're very comfortable in their skin. They're very comfortable in their body. They're confident in their environmental energy is what's coming through. But I feel that your energy is going to challenge this person to have to be brave. It is the sensation, because this is the kind of person that they partly want you to do all the work in this situation, because they are lacking in confidence when you meet them. And again, I think it's to do with the shadow energy, that I feel that they may have been knocked around. I'm getting like strong Pluto energy, and I'm getting strong, and I'm hearing Hades. It's like Hades and Persephone kind of vibes coming through. Like, do you want to date the god of the underworld? Is that it? Is that the reason why you picked this card? I mean, to be honest, Persephone had the best of both worlds, literally, frankly. But so maybe there's something in that, like the best of both worlds. I don't know what that means. But I feel like this is somebody who is more introverted than they are extroverted. But at the same time, I'm getting strong alpha energy from this person. So I feel like this person is innately good at leading, but they don't throw their weight around, but they know how to direct proceedings or take control of a situation or rise to a challenge. I think this person loves a challenge, is the sensation. And you are going to be a challenge. Yeah. So my spirit guide Crow is here, and he's saying that you're going to have to be a challenge to this person, and spirit is encouraging you to be challenging, not in not in an obnoxious, annoying, or trying to cause problems way, but in your, he doesn't want you to compromise your sense of self, your sense of freedom, and your sense of autonomy when it comes to this person. Because this person's got really powerful energy and they would like to direct proceedings. Thank you very much. And they're going to want to direct the pace. They're going to want to direct the, how this travels. This is somebody who may, who you might not have been aware of for a while before they show themselves, or it could be that this comes at you left of center. Yeah, I'm hearing nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Yeah. Expect the unexpected with this person, for damn sure. It's because the Panther is sitting around, it's not doing much, it's it's very impressive, it's nice to look at, but boy, can it take a jump when it needs to take a jump. So this person, when they build up confidence, they go from like nothing to like 100 miles an hour, and you might be like, holy shit, where did this come from? I feel like there is some kind of point in your relationship where this person's going to be like, I'm really comfortable now, and now this is what I'm going to do with my pile number one people. This is what I want, and this is how it's going to work out, and this is what fixed sign energy coming through because of the focus. It's the fixed sign energy coming through here, but also like Scorpio energy with that Pluto vibe. I'm also feeling Saturn as well as significant. So there's been some kind of limitation, or this person may be very disciplined with that Saturnian influence. There may be like a strong sense of discipline. They're pretty serious about their goals. This person, when they fix their eyes on the target, on the mark, and we're talking about predatory energy here, so don't be under any illusion of what you're contending with. And you are the mark, you're gonna be the mark. It's gonna be like, I want that one, I'm going to get it. It's the vibe of this person, which is very sexy. It is, but this person's used to getting what they want. They may be very capable at getting what they want. I feel like this person's a very good manifester, or a very good goal setter, target hitter. They like to have a plan, this person. They tend to have kind of a game plan, and they may be pretty future focused. I'm hearing cutting edge. Some of these people are cutting edge, or they have a very big interest in cutting edge things. So it doesn't matter what arena. It could be science or technology or history or art, but they like the new expressions or unusual expressions or things they haven't seen or heard or touched before. And you're going to be one of these things. and this person is going to want to, like, they don't mean to railroad, but their energy is big. It's a very naturally powerful energy that this person carries. So I have this feeling that this person may well overwhelm or claim position very easily with other people, with like from behind, lead from behind kind of thing. It's kind of like you don't see it coming. It is the sensation. You don't see it coming with this person. I feel like this person is gonna surprise you, like maybe a lot in this situation or in this relationship. This person is working on their self-confidence though, or they will be when you meet them, and they may be still in some kind of karmic cycle, but there's kind of it's a tail end. They're emerging. There's a strong emergence, and I'm seeing the death card in my mind with that Scorpio energy, the Pluto energy. It's feeling very, there's some kind of rebirth that is initiated at the start of this relationship with this person, because not gonna lie, there is karma here. So this is the sensation of like a soul connective space, but there is some karma in this space, and it may be this person's karma that they are still working through, they're still transiting. It doesn't have to be yours, but I do feel that it may be karma between you because of this sense of, yeah, this level of attraction, this level of compulsion is what I want to say towards you, and you towards them. Very likely it smacks of the kind of relationship or energy that you can't walk around. Even if you're like, I smell some red flags here, you kind of can't walk around it. You have to transit through it. And now I'm hearing the web of weird. Okay, so if you think that I just can't spell weird, then you're wrong, right? It's the Old English version, which is actually Norse in its origin. And the web of weird was the Nordic concept of being enmeshed in destiny. So there is this sense of like, tough shit, the forces at play are bigger than both of you in this situation. Even if you're like, oh, no, no, too intense. There's something that needs to be worked through with this person. And this is an opportunity to develop a soul connective space. Where it goes, I feel, is very dependent on how you handle it or how this person handles it. Because this person is being asked to be brave. They're being asked to step out of a comfort zone. They're being asked to take more risks, is the sensation. I feel like they would like you to do that for them initially, and they're going to have to build their confidence to be more worthy of their own sense of being in command of their own existence. But this person is a little bit of a control freak. They're a little bit of a control freak. I'm also getting that this person is a bit bougie, like with the cat energy, right? Cats are bougie. They love their creature comforts. This person loves their creature comforts. They like the ease of, they like nice shit. It feels nice, it tastes nice, it smells good. It's that sensation of being a very sensory focus. You know, cats are alert. They pick up so much in their environment, and they pick it up like seconds or minutes or, you know, before we do. And they see shit that isn't there. They just stare into like, and they see shit that's not there. It's kind of, this is a person that could get complacent. And I'm feeling that's kind of the devil energy of this person, or maybe the situation in which you're going to have to kind of confront like a strong focus from this person where they don't like to deviate. They do not like to deviate from a set course or a set pathway. But I feel like there's also they get, if this person gets complacent and things are too easy for them, and I think they have been relatively, they've been through shadow transit. Whatever this is, it's not easy. Like, it's been really difficult. However, this person is able to get what they want a lot, or people just offer it to them, or because their energy, people defer to them energetically, this person, because it's kind of natural. It's like osmosis. It naturally, they defer to this person because they have this kind of potent energy, the furnace within in this person. It's sensed by other people, so people feel that they can reveal information, or that they can be very open with this person, or that they may want to make a play for this person, or they are that this person, or they want this person to actually manage their existence or take control or handle shit they don't want to handle, or play the victim with this person so that they can get this person to do things for them. This person is very proactive, so this person is happy to do stuff for other people, is the sensation. But the complacency of being too much in a structure, or not stepping out of the comfort zone, holding back on risking or taking a risk, and whether this be emotional or physical or whatever, it doesn't really matter. I feel they're more okay in the physical stuff. I feel like it's more an emotive, or taking a leap of faith is what I'm getting. Aquarius energy, fixed sign energy, right? The Fool, taking a leap of faith. I feel like this person is going to be inspired to do that, is the sensation, when with you. And they are they're powerfully attracted to you, this person. Powerfully. It's caught in the web of weird. You're both caught in the web of weird with this. Your spirit team, their spirit team, they've all worked it out behind the scenes. The contracts have been signed. Whether you've been informed or not, your higher self has already signed the contract somehow with this person. So it feels kind of fated. It does feel kind of fated. And although I believe very much in free will, there are moments that are prearranged, people we're prearranged to meet at certain levels of the journey. Once we've concluded things, or once we've hit a certain level of our own spiritual understanding of ourselves, then different experiences are drawn in that offer new lessons and new challenges. And this is partially a challenge, because that energy of complacency, or getting stuck in a groove, or having things all their own way, or just kind of being the biggest energy in the room, even though I just don't think this person is arrogant. I don't think this person is the big I am about things. They, like I say, they don't have to wave their arms around this person, but they can get shit done. Their complacency leads to a form of escapism with their devil energy. So, and everyone's got devil energy, right? But their devil energy, their pressure points are escaping maybe the mundane energy that they've inflicted upon themselves, or kind of kept themselves stuck in, because again, there's an aversion to risk, aversion to taking risks. They'd rather you took the risks. They rather you make the moves. They want you to do that. They don't really want to do it much themselves. So there is some kind of karma in this contract. And again, I feel that this person is very, their escapism could be, it could be substances there as a possible, it could be modes of thinking, it could be, I feel like it's going to be a sensory one. It could be sex. I feel like it's going to be sensory, the energy that's associated with this. Yeah, like, so substances or food or drink or sex, or it's like bodily. They're very embodied, this person. And it's very attractive energy. You're going to find this person extremely attractive. And they're going to find you extremely attractive. But there are fears that need to be confronted between the two of you, because I feel like there is a strong mirror to this person. So you're at exactly the right space at the right time to enter into this kind of connection. And there's potential long-term legs with this. But for some of you, this is going to be more of a transit, is what I'm getting with that death card. More of a transit, or an experience where you're able to reset, or, emerge differently from the other side of this relationship in a very powerful way. You may be processing grief. They may be processing grief. There is some kind of heavy energy that is around this person in particular. If it's not in your zone, it's around this person in particular. Yes, weighty. So your spirit team mean business with this relationship with this person. They do. They mean business. Okay, what else have I got? Hang on a second. So yeah, you might mirror in many ways to this person, but I do feel there's going to be like substantial opposites. So because I'm seeing the scales of justice and Libra energy now coming through. I'm seeing the scales of justice, and there needs to be like a rebalancing. And what I'm getting from this is that spirit is saying you are going to help balance each other out in different ways. So if you are not feeling embodied, this person will assist you to feel embodied. Or if this person's feeling restricted, you may assist them in a sense of liberation or freedom. Again, with that Aquarius energy, with the Fool energy that's coming through. And that might be how they see you, because this is a very solemn energy, or it's quite a serious energy, or they've been taking life very seriously, this person, with that Pluto Saturn energy. Whereas with the Fool's energy, it's happy-go-lucky, it's carefree, it's there's a sense of autonomy. Again, with the autonomy. Yeah, this person is stealthy, and they have a way of maneuvering you to get you to do what they want you to do, and it's very subtle. It's very subtle with this person. This is another aspect of this person's shadow that they may contend with in coming towards you, because you might not be easily maneuvered. But they're going to see it as a challenge, right? So my advice would be to have fun with it. It's basically have fun with it, because for me, you're embodying the Fool's energy in a way that this person needs. That's how it's coming through. And the Fool it's like Donovan's song, right? You might as well catch the wind. It's the kind of, this person is changing maybe their concept on relationships in terms of like ownership, or in terms of their understanding of territory as well, or what constitutes a commitment, or what constitutes, how does that look? Can you be free and together? Or can you have this and that, the best of both worlds? Yes, can you have the best of both worlds? You're going to be like a different world to this person. And they may be like a different world to you, like staring down a telescope and being like, hang on a minute, that's not the same planet, kind of thing. But that, I think, is very interesting, a very interesting energy that is going to be perfectly orchestrated to counterbalance and to help you deal with shadow elements as much as this person potentially as well, but to help build confidence. And your confidence, my guide is really insistent on this. Crow's like, do not compromise. Do not compromise the things that you value just to benefit this person, or do not enable them to avoid situations that they can't control, or it's something along those lines. This person is also going to be somewhat obsessional, is what I'm getting now. I told you they were intense. Come on now. Yeah, they could get obsessional about you. And again, that's an aspect of the shadow here. And maybe there's a mirror in that you have to watch yourself collapsing yourself into the energy of each other. Because this person carries powerful energy. And I feel like it's very willful energy, and it's very capable energy. And I think that you will need to be as willful, as capable, so there's similarities in terms of what you're required to be. You have to contend with this energy, for this energy to respect you. And I think there will be a lot of respect. Start with the respect and take things really slow with this person. Take things slow with this person as much as you can, because they need time to process. And so do you, because it's like uncharted territory. That's what I'm getting. It's uncharted, undiscovered, new ground, breaking new ground with that innovation and that cutting edge. And again, with the Aquarian vibes going on with this. So there's something very unusual potentially about your dynamic, or it seems like, it shouldn't work in some way, or maybe there's very different cultural backgrounds, or maybe there's different spiritual concepts, or maybe that there's some strong oppositional energy in here with the karma. But there's also this such simpatico energy here as well for me. Yeah, but it could go any way. That's what I'm getting. It could go any way, dependent on how willing this person is to be to confront themselves and to do reflection and to do the inner work, is what I'm hearing, and vice versa. You're both going to need to be consciously aware and conscientious about how you manage this situation if it's getting out of hand in terms of obsession or complacency or maneuvering or kind of railroading, or this person likes to be in charge. They're natural leaders. So I'm guessing that you must be too, Panther people. I'm guessing that you must be too, and that is exactly what this person will need. So this person is alpha energy. So damn well be your alpha selves with this person, and do not compromise on what that means for you. Even if it means refusing to engage, even if it means having to be very patient, even if it means putting a line in the sand, or having an adult conversation, or any of those things. Right, I think that's all I've got for you. That was very interesting. This is the interesting reading. I can't wait to see what the other parts say. But what a kickoff. What a kickoff. Amazing. If it resonated, please hit the like button. Please engage with the channel. It's great for the algorithm. Drop me a comment. Lovely to hear from you as ever. And I'll read for you again soon, my lovelies. Bye. Hello to those that chose the Snake Spirit. I keep trying to record this one, and I keep not being able to come up with the right words to describe this energy, and stumbling. And I think you're going to have problems explaining what this person's like to other people, because there's many things. First off, look at this beautiful color behind this snake. And the Snake Spirit here says time to heal, right? All of these colors are so extraordinary, and it's giving multiple aspects to this person. Multiple aspects. It's fascinating. And I think that that's how you're going to feel when you meet this person. I think you're going to be like, oh, this is so interesting. This person's so interesting. And I think if this person this person has not led a conventional life. That's what I'm going to say about this person. They just haven't. They haven't led a conventional life. And they carry this energy that is so potent that it's hard for me to get into words the nature of how it makes me feel, or how I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, because it feels very instinctive. And so I feel like it's difficult to translate. Oh my gosh, there's so much. I actually don't know where to start. mesmeric. This person is mesmeric or fascinating, or there's something about the nature of the energy that just kind of draws you towards them. And it is a kind of hypnotic sensation I'm getting with that. I kind of want to move my body. I want to sway. I feel like maybe this person likes to dance or move. Or I'm hearing snake hips. I mean, come on. Come on, pile 2. What the hell? Honestly. Yeah, this person's very sensual. It's strong. And I want to say feminine energy that this person kind of leads with when it comes to their sexuality. When it comes to their sexuality, the energy is so feminine here. And there may well be some like bisexual elements here. Maybe you're bi, maybe they're bi. I'm not quite sure. But I feel like, and it doesn't have to be the case, because this could be like, you could be asking about a masculine, right? And they're very strong in their masculinity. But this is somebody who's, you know, also hypnotic at the same time. It's giving South American dances and stuff. That's what it's giving. It's really, I want to say exotic, or there's some kind of sultry. Again, this feminine energy is very sexy. This person is so sexy. I could just sit here and stare at their energy. And I think that you could do the same, is the feeling. You could stare at this person's energy. It's potent because it's so old. This person, I mean, the antiquity coming through with this person suggests to me that this person has had many past lives. And the length of time in which they may have walked the earth is quite colossal. Like, is the feeling that's coming through. I'm seeing carved snakes in rocks. I'm seeing it's old wisdom, and it's very strong in kind of shamanism is also what I'm feeling the need to say about this person. And it would surprise me if this person wasn't spiritual. It would really surprise me, and it wouldn't take much for this person to unlock just an extraordinary amount of wisdom. They're already wise. They carry so much wisdom, this person. Lots of wisdom. And their energy is so healing that's why you're going to kind of gravitate towards this person, because there is some kind of healing that is going to take place in this relationship. And I feel like it's something to do with the chakra system. I feel, because I'm seeing the Kundalini with the Cobra. I'm seeing that Kundalini energy. Again, it's giving ancient to the point where I'm getting goosebumps even thinking about it. It's so old. Yeah, the knowledge is so high. This person's spirit team are powerful. It's the feeling. And I feel like spirit uses this person to bring healing into spaces, and just even being in the company of this person is kind of a healing experience. So I'm going back to I want to say Kundalini as well, like the raising of the energy of the Kundalini. I'm going to say the root chakra and the solar plexus chakra is what is being highlighted here. And there might be areas that this person heals with you, heals for you, or you for them. It could be a two-way healing street here for sure. Because although this person is very sensual and very sexy, and I think a lot of people would kind of thirst after this person, they are also a snake energy, which means they have this potency to their energy, which is a natural kind of barrier to people. It's almost like people would sit on the outer edges of this person's world and just dream about it or something, just like look in and being like, if only, or something. Yeah. Because I don't think that, because of this snake energy, this person could intimidate people without even meaning to intimidate people. It just, they carry that kind of energy. And they are super cruisy, this person. It feels like they just cruise on through and they're pretty much open to everything. That's the feeling that's coming across with this person. But when the snake strikes, and it doesn't strike, and it bloody has to, right? Snakes are defensive. They don't tend to be aggressive. There's a very few number of snakes that are actually aggressive. I mean, think of Australia. It's got like hundreds of them. And most of them aren't aggressive at all. They won't come at you. They will keep well away from you. But if you look like you're going to tread on their nest, it's game over. Do you know what I mean? So this feeling is, it's like if this person strikes, you really pray that you weren't the person that was struck by this person, because the potency of that energy could stay with you for a long time. And I feel like they would only do that if they felt it was absolutely called for. This person is not coming across. I'm hearing Michael Jackson. I'm a lover, not a fighter. That's what I say about Merlin. Is this about you? Clearly not. Anyway, yeah, there's this feeling that they don't like conflict, but if they have to deal, you're going down. It's game over. That's the feeling. It's game over. So it's very, I like this though. It's so easygoing. This person is super easygoing. But when it comes down to the wire, ain't nobody gonna mess with the people they care about. Ain't nobody gonna mess with them. It's interesting. There's strong boundaries in this person. I think they've learned the hard way, is what I'm hearing. They've learned the hard way with the boundaries. They've learned the hard way because of the energy that they carry. Yeah, the healing energy. So I feel like they've been like tapped dry in the past by people who want a piece of this or take advantage of it, I'm going to say, because this person does, like, they want to share is the sensation, and they like to, but they are aware of they are much more aware of the power of their energy. So I'm really struggling with my words with this one. They're much more aware of the power of their energy than they used to be, is what I'm getting. And so they are more guarded, but they may be in a healing space themselves. They may be healing something within themselves, or it's a very self-aware process if that's what's going on with this person. They would know which areas of themselves need healing and why, and they will flow with the energy. I feel like strong channeling capabilities with this person, again with that ancient flavor coming through with this person. And with all of these colors, there's like so many different aspects to them that each time that you see them, you might see a different person. You'll be like, who is this person? Because it doesn't feel like it gets boring with this person. Because their flow is so natural from kind of one aspect of themselves to another, to another, to another. That say, if they focus on you with sexual energy, it's like, whoa. Magnetizingly, like hypnotic is the sensation, like irresistible, frankly, this person. But then they may focus on you with a healing energy, or they may focus on you with a lighter energy, like a playful energy or something. There are so many different aspects to this person that you never know what you're going to get. And I really like that for you, because it's exciting and interesting. And I think they've got lots of very intriguing stories. I feel that they have had an unusual existence. They may have been through several because of the snake shedding the skin and the death energy connotation, they may have been through multiple transformations of themselves in order to try and accept themselves. And what's interesting is, it's not like I'm going to try and find me. It's like this person allows themselves all the me's. And I know that everyone has multiple aspects to their personality, but not like this, they don't. Not like this person can literally embody one to another, to another, to another, to another. So one minute you'll be crying with this person and it'll be deeply moving. And the next minute you'll be laughing with this person. And you can't control that. And the next minute you'll be like, I need to have sex with this person. That's the feeling. It's like... And it moves, and it's just natural. It's natural. I'm seeing the snake and the way that it moves, and it's so beautiful. And this person may well be somebody that you find like really attractive, but this person, even though I think other people might thirst after this person and be sad, I feel actually there's very few people that are compatible with this person, because they can't help but categorize or try and categorize this person, but this person does not stay put in a category. You're like, yeah, the snake's in the box, and then the box is empty. Like, fuck, it could be anywhere. You know? And snakes are extraordinary, right? They can live in water, jungles, deserts. I don't know if there's any particular area of ground that they can't inhabit. So if this person like slides out the back door, you'll never find them again. And I feel like they have this really good way of kind of avoiding the kinds of energies that they want to avoid, or being evasive or elusive is the sensation. So they may retreat into themselves at times, is the sensation with this person. You think, oh, they're suddenly not interested in me. And I don't think that would be the case. I think it's more that because this healing energy is very strong within this person, even if they're just hanging out with people, if those people are not on the right energetic level with this person, the energy flow is going to go from this person to the people there. So they are going to feel depleted. So there's only so long that they will be able to spend in the company of groups of people, is what I'm feeling the need to say. Or, yeah, if this person went on holiday with like a group of people, they would escape regularly to be on their own, is the feeling, just to recharge. They need recharge time. Snakes need time to recharge, right? They need the warmth as well, a lot of them, to recharge. So they don't deal well in spaces where they are not understood, or it's not that they expect to be understood. This person is complicated, like really complex. So I don't necessarily think they expect to be understood. What I do think about this person is that they expect to be accepted. So where they are accepted, they feel understood enough, and that's fine. It's a recharge space. But where they're not accepted, or where there's some kind of judgment on them, which I feel happens a lot with this person, they are the snake. Snakes are controversial, right? You know, the ancient world revered them everywhere. I mean, even in the UK, where we've got like one type of snake, they were revered, right? There's legends and stories and... all over the world, when it comes to this kind of energetic, this for me represents the old world, our ancestors, the super clever ones with the science that we're still trying to understand today. That old world energy is high level, this person's vibration. And I feel like in past life, they may have held positions of like real significance. And I want to say almost royal in that sense, but I don't think it's our version of royalty that I'm channeling there. I think it's some kind of spiritually heavyweight position, or I want to say auricular capability, or this person channels. They channel. Their touch would be extremely powerful. So there may be some hesitation about how they touch, when they touch, how they allow themselves to be in a physical space, because this person, I feel, is not very easily matched. But pile two, the fact that you pulled this card suggests to me that you are a match for this person. And if you find all of those aspects interesting, I think that this is a very healing connection. A very healing connection. And it feels so deep and ancient. It feels so ancient. Again, with the goosebumps. Man, this is crazy. Something just occurred to me then and I've immediately forgotten it. I'm going to pause. Hang on. This person is distracting. Like, you'll start off in one space and wind up in a totally different one with this person. Just over the period of an hour is the feeling that's going on here. Other people may become transfixed on this person. Maybe you will become transfixed. Be careful of this energy because it's easy to fixate on this person. And I feel that any kind of energy that leads to a sensation of feeling confined for this person, as in like only certain aspects of themselves are accepted and others are not, this person will decide that it's not the relationship for them, because I feel like this person is looking to be understood. I feel like if they're not understood in their multi-aspected form with their partners, that they will only allow a certain amount of themselves to be present in that relationship. And if they feel that goes on for too long, they will end the relationship. Because there's nothing that will annoy this person more than somebody getting them wrong in terms of their nature is the sensation, or vilifying them as well. Because I feel like this person has been vilified in the past. This person is really good in their shadow. It's really good in the shadow space, and there's a duality with that, right? With the snake energy, the snake as the shedder of the skin, as the healer, and then and all that medicinal energy that comes with that. But the snake as a dangerous energy, the snake as poisonous, the snake. So I feel they play it well in their shadow element, and this is going to be something that is very important to them, that you're good with your shadow and you're good with your light, and you're willing to explore those spaces in almost a playful or sexual manner with this person. I think that sex is very important to this person because it's a very instinctual space for them. It's a very sensual energy, and the sensuality and the sexuality are very bound together with this person. Again, with that strong feminine approach is the sensation that's coming through. I'm going to talk a bit about manipulation, right? Because snakes are famously associated with manipulation, and this person is subtle. I don't think they are strategically manipulative. It doesn't feel like a strategy with this person. It feels like they may work the energy to their advantage depending on where the energy is sitting. But I think this is something that's quite charming. This person is very charming. I think they could charm most people. If they wanted to, they could get on with anyone. Again, with the snakes living all over the place, right? Again, they could deal with most environments, most people, most situations. But what they can't deal with, I feel, is like rigidity. I really don't think this person deals well with rigid thinking, rigid approach. This is not a conventional person. This is an alternative individual. So I don't think they like dogmatic thinking. Who does? But there's a lot of dogmatic thinking that people don't acknowledge is dogmatic, right? So I feel like they just don't like that. Anything that makes them feel confined, anyone who tries to put them in a box, and anyone who judges them based on the external, the outer appearance of this person, or the fact that they are very sexy, or that they are maybe a healer or something, something like that. They don't like to be pigeonholed, and because they can't be, because they're many-aspected, they're multi-aspected. I feel like this person's actually a bit of an entertainer. I am feeling like magician energy going on with this person. And it's interesting because the magician energy came up in the last pile, but at the same time, the magician energy in the last pile was about manifesting into the physical. This magician energy feels much more like tapped into Hades and heaven and all the realms in between. It's much more the psychopomp energy that goes with Mercury. So mercurial is the feeling that's going on with this person, and maybe very not just charming, but they may like why can't I speak? I feel like this person can speak really well. Like is able to really articulate things like very succinctly or very beautifully, or they have a way of expressing themselves which again sort of kind of feeds into the mesmerizing quality about them. But I'm struggling, so maybe it's part of how other people feel intimidated by this person, because in some way they could be an actor or an actress or something like that with this person, because they're able to deal with these different aspects or draw out different energy within themselves. Or so there may be some kind of MC again with the magician energy quality about this person, where they're on a public platform or on a stage, or they perform in some capacity, or they dance or something. It doesn't have to be. There could be orators. It doesn't have to be any of that. I just feel that they are just extremely good at dealing with many different types of people, because they've had so many different past lives and they've had so many different experiences, and I think they've dealt with so many people. They're connected to other realms. This person is so deeply magical. Again, it would surprise me enormously if this person didn't have some kind of self-awareness about their spiritual interests, because for this kind of energy to not be interested in like maybe even philosophy or ancient history or healing energy, or I mean, it would surprise me immensely. I mean, they could be like conventional healers, they could be in medicine in some way, shape or form. Again, I think they would be very open-minded, or they would be looking at unusual things within that field, a bohemian within whatever field that they're working in, is the feeling with this person. They are, and people are very relaxed in this person's company. Most people are very relaxed. Other people, I feel, will see this person as a challenge, and they want to challenge them because they sense in them a very impressive energy that could be very like forthright or very no nonsense, or their cutoff game is strong, I think, this person. But at the same time, some people have like tried to rile them. It's like I see somebody poking the snake and poking the snake and poking, just to see its reaction, just to see like how far they could push it, to try and push this person to a point of like really losing their temper, or really having to step up and defend their boundaries. Again, I feel like this is why their boundaries are so strong, because people have just pressure pointed and like pushed them to a point where they just they have just lost it, and they don't like that. This energy doesn't like that. It's wise. So I think most of the time they would just get away from the situation, if at all possible, or people that do provoke. But if it's continual, this person will turn around and tell people to F off. If it's continual, they will just like knock them dead with one blow, with one sentence, with one something, because and it's almost like the speed of their capability of doing that is something that would really take people aback. But people like to almost believe negative things about this person, rather than positive things about this person, again, because of the potency of the energy is intimidating to a number of people. But I feel like I would like to believe the negative things about this person, and I think they've gossiped. The snake energy is giving me that some people have like gossiped. I'm hearing, you know, like people, they like to gossip about this person. And again, I do feel like this is a reason for this person's kind of enigmatic space, and that they only show certain aspects of themselves to people. So people would just not really know this person unless they chose to open up the different aspects. And I feel like they are comfortable with different people in different aspects, so that overall they feel understood. It's really interesting. But this person like would love to share all of themselves in plural, with many people, and it's very interesting because when they're with one person, I think they can hide aspects of themselves as well. That's what I'm getting, that somebody would never know certain things about this person, or a whole different side to their personality, or if they didn't want them to. If they knew instinctively, spiritually, intuitively, in the body, that they weren't going to be accepted or understood, or they were going to be challenged in their way of being in the world, or criticized in their way of being in the world. So they just hold back those particular aspects of themselves with those particular people. I really hope that made sense. It was difficult to get this into words for me, this one. It's very complex. I do feel like people have become transfixed or obsessional with this person. I do feel that there's an energy of people wanting to control this person. Allow this person to just be who they are, and they will love you for it. Allow this person to be autonomous in the world in the way that they are. I mean, you don't have a choice really here with this person, because again, this person can't be put in a box. So if you're looking for something very conventional, this might not be the person. But I do think even if this is a shorter relationship rather than a longer one, this is going to be a real explorationary or fun or sexually gratifying or joyful. There's a lot of or deep or rich or healing energy around the interaction. And in terms of, I think they would do, I'm just thinking, if they how would they work in a long-term relationship? I think they would, as long as they had the room to be themselves, and as long as they didn't feel restricted in that space, or placed in a bracket of some description, or in a role that was supposed to define them, I think that they would be very happy in that space, especially if they felt understood on multiple levels. I think they would just want to be there. But this is the kind of person where the romantic side of their nature, and I completely relate to this, but the romantic side of their nature is that they don't need anyone. They're not coming from a space of needing somebody, this person. They're coming from a space of wanting somebody. I think that's healthier, but it's not for everybody, right? Because some people want to kind of lock down on the relationship, or get the contract signed, or get the ring on the finger, or whatever. I just don't think that this person responds to those things in the same way as other people. This is more like if I'm with you tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day, and I still want to be with you, that's the romantic space for this person, rather than I need a person to fulfill these roles in my existence. Because I didn't speak much about this person's masculine energy, but their masculine and feminine energy are very well balanced. That's why I feel like there's a play between the masculine and feminine. There's a play between the shadow and the light with this person. That yin yang is, they can move fluidly from their masculine space to their feminine space, this person. So Very interesting. Really hope that resonated. If it did, whack me a like, drop me a comment. Always great to hear from you. And thank you, my lovelies, for being here with me today. Bye. Hello to those of you that chose the Skunk Spirit. This is extraordinary, right? Okay, I know you came here for one reading, but this is going to be another kind of reading because yours was the only pile where I was like, I need more information on this energy. And I pulled a card from the bottom of the deck and it was Crow Spirit. And for those of you who followed me for a while, you know that Crow Spirit is my guide. That's the form he comes in. So whenever he swoops his ass in, he's basically saying, oh, by the way, heads up. We know you were asking about one question. Well, you know, magic 'tis afoot. So this is a heads up reading. Okay, so what he's showing me is he's showing me himself in like a woodland scene. And down the pathway is the skunk. The skunk's coming down the pathway. And he just flies up to a branch in the tree. And from the branch, he looks back down at the skunk and he's like, sometimes it pays to get out of the way. So I feel like he's swooped in to say, there's someone coming. The skunk spirit is en route. This person is en route. Someone in your world, in your life is in a right half. It's the way it's coming across. In a real half. Oh, it's toxic, right? I mean, it's toxic. The skunk's ability to let rip is legendary. So I feel like this person might have that in common with. So hopefully you know who this is because Crow's like, there is something that Spirit is asking you to just move away from. The second you see it coming, you're like, all right then, okay. Everyone moves out of the way of the skunk because it's toxic. This person's energy is toxic. It will harm. It will be very unpleasant is what he's saying. You know, the imagery, honestly, it's almost like Spirit does want you to like laugh about this person is the feeling, the comedy imagery of a skunk's farting in the middle of the woodlands. I mean, this person, they want to cause a problem and they want somebody to offload onto. Seriously. Yeah, so hopefully you know who this is. I don't feel like this is a long message. This is not a long reading at all. This is just do your best, your very best to avoid this person. You're going to see it coming. You're going to see it coming. But if you delay too long, you're going to get caught up in some kind of turbulent, toxic energy that will, you know, likely spin you out. And nobody would want that. It's not a pleasant experience. So Crow's like, be on alert. Keep an eye on, you know, the auric field of certain people. And because this person is like, it's so moody. They're in a like terrifying black mood kind of feeling coming off this energy. It's like, yeah, best not to get in the way is the sensation. Sidestep is what my guide is recommending that you do. Yeah, sidestep this energy, wait till it passes, and then you can go about your business. That's what he's saying. Okay, well, that was unexpected. Okay. Hope that resonated. Sorry it wasn't about who was coming forward to you. I suggest you pick one of the other piles. Thanks very much. Bye. Hello to those of you that chose the frog spirit. Clear out the clutter is what it says. And this is very interesting. And you got a second card that fell out right behind it. So I kept it. I'm like, the bobcat spirit. And this is my energy for kind of hiding, like observing from the shadows kind of an energy. So this is very interesting that it fell out just behind. So the first thing I'm getting is that when you meet this person, you are probably, this person will be in a space of decluttering their existence. So this is, and decluttering is a big energy, right? It can cover multiple arenas. And my feeling is that it is that way for this person. So whatever that is that they're decluttering, and that could literally mean their physical surroundings. But for me, it's more of the emotional decluttering is the energy that I'm getting coming through here. It's a simplification. And so this is covering decluttering from maybe friendships or kind of decoupling from that space is what I'm getting. So maybe that's an aspect here. But I feel it's like I'm seeing like a chain links now. And I'm seeing literally like the removal of the chain. So whatever it is that, whatever people this person has kind of moved away from or is in the process of moving away from when you meet them, I feel like it's kind of just, it feels like a kind of natural thing almost. It's almost like there's just nothing in common anymore, or that's the feeling. It's just logical to separate out, or it's like naturally sort of falling away from a social group or something, because you're not feeling the vibe anymore, or you're not feeling the group anymore. And it's that feeling that's going on with this person. So that part of it feels kind of quite cruisy in a sense. But at the same time, it's a big change, or it's a big energy, or it's the end of an era, or yeah. So there is possibly physical decluttering going on. I'm not altogether sure, but if there is, it's because again there's a decoupling, like a removal of a former energy. When you're just like, oh, I'm just going to give everything a spruce up, and you're like, what am I still doing holding on to this? Or what is this? Why am I hanging on to this? Because it's a memory, or it attaches you to a space or a person or a place, and you're like, I'm done with that. I'm giving it away to charity. I'm throwing it out. It's that energy that's going on. So this person, I want to say purging is massively significant. And this person will be in the process of like purging on multiple levels when you meet them. And yeah, they're going to see you as a pearl. That's my feeling. They're going to recognize you as like a gem. The feeling is they're going to see you as a real gem, and they will want to connect, and they will not want to let go, is the sensation. But the bobcat spirit is also it stands back, it's very watchful, it's very observant. And I feel like I can't quite decide whether this is like your energy that's trying to show up in this reading, or whether this is an aspect of this person. I mean, I do feel that this person is very observant and very watchful. I do feel they have an eye for detail, I want to say that. They notice little things, and they are, but I think you might be the watchful one because they're in this process. Yeah, maybe you're the watchful one because it's a process that this person is in. But there is strong attraction here. There's strong attraction for this person. And I think and they see you as some kind of treasure is the sensation. And there's some kind of withholding or hold back though. And I think this is about timing. It feels like timing because the frog takes a leap, and the bobcat spirit for me is hidden until it jumps, and it's unexpected. And I always see it like that. And I think like there's this timing aspect here where there is a jump or a leap of faith that is taken in this situation. And the timing is to kind of measure it out between the two of you. It's almost like divine timing has an aspect to play here. And also there's this sense of being sensible is the feeling, or being like reflective. There's a lot of self-reflective energy in this, with the water energy of the frog coming through. And you know what else it's giving me now? It's giving me Bufo, the hallucinogenic. I've done Bufo, and I did it out in Spain, where it is not illegal. And I did it with a very good friend of mine who's a facilitator of hallucinogenics. And I kind of just went, yeah, I'll do it. I went with the attitude of, yeah, whatever, I'm up for it. I need some purging and healing and cleansing and joy. And I had a list. And I told myself that when I went, I was just going to be open to it and be like, okay, I'm up for it. And that's the kind of energy that's coming through. But at the same time, it's kind of like nothing could have prepared me. Yeah. So nothing's going to prepare you for this energy, because it is so, this person might be very different to you, but whatever this energy is between the two of you, it does feel like there's some kind of divine timing at play. There's some kind of mutual jumping involved in this situation. And then this kind of then you're gonna like be spun out potentially. Yeah, Buffo's interesting, because Buffo is, I mean, honestly, it's like 20 minutes of being just slingshot into a different dimension. There's no other way of putting it. You have no choice in the equation. It's coming in. Is Buffo, and you are literally like somewhere else entirely, as well as being right where you are. Or that was my experience of it, which was very overwhelming, but also incredible. And Buffo has this kind of theme whereby it confronts you with some level of death energy. And this is why people are like wary of taking it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just went, okay. And I'm so glad I took it. It was a game-changing experience. I met my spirit guide in Buffo. I met Crow in the Buffo. It was incredible. And he was like an old man. And he held my hand and he said that, what did he say? Oh my God, I have to remember it exactly. Hang on. You're temporarily borrowed by the physical. I was like, whoa. So we talked about like death and the energy after death, and you know, where you go when you die, and all these different things. And I sat and I bombarded him with questions, and he answered the questions. Other people had completely different experiences. One woman, who took it at the same time as me, experienced like 5 different past lives in 20 minutes, being born and dying, and then being born and then dying in 20 minutes. Whoa. I'm glad I got the experience I got. It was very overwhelming for me, but that sounds like wow. But she, like everybody who comes out of the experience, you cry, and you cry with joy. I can't even explain it. You cry with such gratitude to the world. So, and it's giving this sense that this whole experience is going to be trippy, and it's not going to be an expected space for either of you, is the sensation of this energy. It's really interesting. Oh my God. It's going to be overwhelming. I think you're going to be a bit overwhelmed in this experience. And but there is some kind of attachment that this person has to, like, the material is what I want to say. That is something that they may struggle to release on, and whether that's like getting rid of stuff because they need to purge, or because people come like get hooked on clutter, right? And clutter is emotional, it's mental, it's physical. So this could be a situation where you kind of over-organize yourself to the point where your whole world is cluttered and there's no time for yourself, kind of energy. Or I feel like this person may be very capable in the material as well. And they're capable, like, in many ways. This person is the sensation, like very skillful energy is coming through with this. They make things look very easy as well, but there is some kind of avoidance that's coming through also here that I feel is going to be completely broken by your energy, because again, you're coming through as this. For me, it's going to be very direct. Again, the buffo, it's like straight to the point, or it observes things like very directly. And that is going to be part of why this person sees that you're a gem, because you're very forthright, or you're very straightforward in some way, and they love this. Yeah, because this is feisty. This is feisty energy up here, and this person will love this energy. It's giving like fiery energy. It is. So you could be a fire sign, you could be Aries, Leo, or Sag up here. You don't have to be, obviously, but because this is something. I think you're very diplomatic in a sense as well. I think you've got great timing. That's what I'm going to say. You've got great timing, or there's something just right timed about the situation. And this person is, once you've had a buffo experience, you are changed forever. There is no other way. It like reorganizes your cells. It's extraordinary. And I feel like this will completely change this person to engage with your energy, and vice versa. And it's going to feel like it's so interesting, because there is so much difference in your life experiences, and the realms you've inhabited is the sensation here, because it's very watery and very fiery energy. But there is that kind of, and I'm seeing steam now. There's this steamy energy that is created by the two of you. This is so interesting, because this is a very unusual flavor that's coming through. You may be really alternative, or maybe this person's very alternative. I'm not quite sure. Or maybe there has been some hallucinogenic experience here, or maybe you're thinking, I'm going to go on a retreat, and maybe that's where you meet this person. I don't know. But there's something trippy about this. It's so cool. I feel like you'll both have a very strong connection to nature, the natural world, the natural environment. There's this strong connection to that space. It's very meaningful. Because all those plant medicines, all those natural medicines, they are like directly tapped into, consciousness, like natural consciousness, what I would call fairy in a sense, but that really doesn't do it justice, right? There is this sensation of connection in the natural environment. It's really interesting. This person could be a very good swimmer. They don't have to be. But that I am seeing, there's something about the way that this person moves that is very, very swift or natural, or just very coordinated energy coming through with this person. Very coordinated. What am I seeing now? Oh, what's that? I saw it as a kid. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Okay, so I was seeing the frog song, what I call the frog song. It's actually called We All Stand Together. And it was written by Paul McCartney, and it's an animated sequence of frogs singing that every kid in my generation loved and needs to be reinvented. So if you have young children, go and find Paul McCartney's We All Stand Together and just put them in front of it. And honestly, it's a very kind of uplifting, unifying, sort of a very innocent song. So yeah, it's trippy. This whole experience, this whole reading is feeling trippy. I've just got to say that. Yeah, this it's unifying. It's unifying. There is this unification about this energy for me. It's like a renewal in your faith. It's renewal of faith. It's renewal of faith in like maybe humanity or in the natural realm or in how gloriously unpredictable life can be. You know, it can be terrifyingly unpredictable, but it can also be incredible and gloriously unpredictable. And that is giving the vibe. This is the vibe. It's kind of like you're going to go into this with your eyes open, is the feeling. After some time, it might be. This watchful energy suggests that you may have spent time, or there may be some kind of hold back to this situation. And it's possibly coming from your side more than their side, but I don't know really here. I think that, you know, this person is holding on or holding back in certain ways, and you might be holding back in others. And that might be that you're just observing the space for a while, is the sensation between each other. And again, it's to do with the fact that there is this intuitive understanding about the timing. And it's in alignment with your intuitive space or, the window of opportunity as it presents itself. And yeah, it's like your eyes are open about this. There's nothing that you feel that you're in the dark about, is the sensation here. And I feel like it renews the inner child as well with that song. I mean, I pulled it from literally the dark recesses of my brain. I had, up until that point, I don't think I've remembered it for 30 years. It's just... And so I do feel like there might be things, again, with the hallucinogenics, they like flash images in front of you. On the retreat, I also did ayahuasca. And during the ayahuasca experience, there was one image that not even an image, I was right there. It was a memory of standing with my dad and meeting a horse for the first time and feeding it a chunk of apple, and I could feel its like mouth on my hands, and I was little and it was amazing. And I don't even remember the memory until that moment, and then I remembered that memory. So it's this kind of unlocking sensation that's going on. I feel like this dynamic between the two of you is gonna unlock spaces that you'd almost long forgotten, or and there's this joyful feeling that is coming through now with this kind of inner child energy as it's springing forward. There is a love of enjoying like pure energies, is what I want to say. Purity, innocence, things like that, like genuine joyful spaces. So animals may well be very significant to both of you potentially, either as totems, as pets, as just in general, the animal kingdom. There's a lot of biology coming through. So it could be like an interest both scientifically and both environmentally somehow in this space. The environment matters here because there is this freedom to this energy and this kind of wildness, and maybe you're bringing the wildness a little bit more here than this person. I'm not altogether sure. It's almost like in some ways this person has to kind of keep themselves in check, and I feel like they're really good at it. But there's this strong energy of keeping themselves in check, or keeping themselves grounded is also what I'm feeling need to say. Or like, but this person is incredibly romantic. That's what I'm hearing. They're very romantic, this person. All that watery energy coming through. It is giving the King of Cups. It is. This person is very expressive, but that's like, that might not be the way that this person comes across. It's very, it's kind of, it's there, but it's, you have to read below the surface of this person to see the watery energy almost. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, but you will, yeah, you'll read it, and it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like oh, how do I explain this? Oh, this is so trippy. I'm seeing sacred geometry now. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on? I'm seeing sacred geometry. So this reading is just taking me to places that I never know really where they're going to go, but this is like more unusual. It's what I feel, more unusual than normal. there's levels of unusual. So yeah, this is kind of out of it. It's out of it, and I feel like this is just, there's this sensation of kind of fascination is the feeling. It's kind of fascinating. Why am I seeing sacred geometry? I'm being shown like interlocking sections and stuff. It just fits together. There's something harmonious about this energy. There's something satisfying about the energy. There's something nice to look at about the energy. There's some, yeah, there you might look really good as a couple, or you're unusual though, maybe, I don't know, but there is this kind of bohemian streak that is very transcendental, is the only way of putting it in this space. And I feel like that's very, it's going to breed this whole rebirth energy, yes, with the buffo and the death energy. And the death energy is all about, well, it's not just about death energy, but it's about the rebirth from the death energy. So it's about the transit. It's like a really significant transit of energy. And you may be mirroring this person. Yeah, with the sacred geometry, there may be this like beautiful oppositional mirror, or beautiful reflective space between the two of you, or I'm not quite sure how to explain this. Yeah, it's like I'm seeing refractions and reflections, and now Spirit is showing me light passing through a prism, and I'm seeing, yeah, like on the front of Pink Floyd's album, and it's yes, the refraction of light, or being able to see things in like a totally different way because you're viewing it through the eyes of this person, or vice versa. Or there is that interesting dynamic to the energy. This is just, all these readings have been great, although maybe avoid the third pile. If you haven't come from there, maybe avoid it. But yeah, this is absolutely, yeah, this is awesome energy. This is really awesome energy, but it's going to take time with this energy. There is going to be, it's almost like Spirit is challenging you both in terms of how you pace your existence, or how you pace your world, or how you compartmentalize. Or it could be any of those things, or how efficiently you deal in the world. I want to say, because of that decluttering energy, it's all about simplifying, and I feel like it's about being in simple spaces almost. And I feel that this energy where, although the situation might not be simple, the process when you're in it is something that is bigger than you, but so you need to be able to be attuned to the timing of how things roll out here. And it's almost like the universe has got this, is what I feel the need to say, because when you're in Buffo, right, you can't control what you experience. You can deal autonomously as who you are in that experience, but you can't control the experience. It's bigger than you. So there is this sensation that this is kind of an experience that is supposed to resurrect on an energy that could have been a grieving space or a death energy, or that there is some kind of transit going on there to do with that energy. Very strong Scorpio energy coming through with that, with the water energy of the frog here particularly as well. But Cancer and Pisces could be relevant here as well. It's very, I want to say Neptune. This person's very dreamy. They're dreamy. And they may have lots of fantasies, and so I think they will. But at the same time, I feel like it's kind of wrapped up in... There tends to be a focus on the physical element with this person more than, like, they focus on the physical because it helps ground them from the watery space, because they are naturally very emotive, this person, or very intuitive or very heartfelt or very... And so there's this sort of, maybe they kind of over hold on a little bit to, like, or make it more too significant, the physical energy. But this is a person that also, I feel their love language might be wrapped up in the material as well. Like they may be like, they may want to give gifts for sure. They may be like strong in the gift giving or in the in the physical. That's how they express themselves, and it's how they kind of, it's where they feel comfortable. So, but like I say, there's a kind of, that feels like the physical, the bobcat spirit. It's like capable and cautious, and, you know, it's predatory or ambitious, or it's impressive in some way. There's some kind of, and then you've got this emotive, soft underbelly with this person. Very sensitive energy, very romantic. It took a while in the reading to get to the romantic bit right. It's well shielded, but there is this unlocking of this frequency, and it's very unexpected energy is the sensation. And I also think it's kind of, it may seem weird to other people as well. They may be like, how does that work? Kind of is the feeling. Yeah, how does this work? And the fact is that I don't know, but it just does, right? How does Buffo work? I don't fucking know, but it does. It's just, and how? And so this feels awesome, and I'm really happy for you, because this is everything about this feels like the highest pathway for your soul space right now for both of you. And it's really nice to see this kind of alignment, and there's something again about the timing that is kind of maybe slightly out of your control, but you're also going to be called to move the energy forward or retract from the energy as well, depending on your intuition in the space. But overall, the universe has got this, and they're in charge of it. And how does it work? I don't fucking know. That's the $1 million question. And it's why I continue to read, because it's fascinating. So, yeah. I really hope that resonated, and I am very excited for you. I'm very excited for you. Nice work. If it did, please hit the like button, drop me a comment, let me know. It's really love to engage with you, and I'll read for you again soon, lovesies. Bye.